but that might be, potentially the first of many signs that, the kid's having a hard time. And a lot of it is in just their interactions with family, whether they're withdrawing,
Mhm,
more irritable,
mhm,
um, wanting to eat in their room,
mhm,
which
mhm.
also is just being a teenager.
Yeah,
Um, but that might be, potentially the first of many signs that, the kid's having a hard time. Um,
yeah,
and then if you're noticing that, then you might also be able to notice some of the food stuff. Like maybe
yeah,
they're asking for different foods and all of a sudden they, quote, don't like, certain foods or, maybe they used to be really excited for Thanksgiving foods and now they're like, no thanks, I don't like it anymore. Sometimes it's things like that. And, tastes do change. But if they're
yeah,
changing in a very specific way,
yeah.
I think that's a big thing to look out for.
Yeah, yeah, and the consistency of it, right? So if it's like every single time, there's always instead of the norm that used to be, there's always an excuse. There's,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's because of this." So every single time, there's sort of some reason.
Mhm.
But, going back to the other point you made, yeah, just a teenager, I mean, and that's fine. I don't think there's much you can do about that part. But there does need to be maybe the attempt to kind of help with more open conversations
Mhm.
because in some ways that's the underlying route you have. Because if that's closed, then everything else becomes harder.
Even if you're just chalking up the isolation or, wanting to spend less time with the family to being a teenager, that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be talked about.
Yeah, and I think I do see that some amount because then that somehow falls in the bucket of, oh, we want the kid to have their privacy,
Mhm.
etc. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons why you don't want to do the thing that feels uncomfortable as a
Yeah.
parent, adult, whoever. But if you're seeing the signals we're talking about in a consistent way, developing over time, there's all these other aspects that are also going off kilter.
Mhm.
There's very likely some kind of problem, whatever that is.